What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel today. I'm super excited to be bringing you guys a list of some of the most highly populated areas within Fortnite Battle Royale. Basically, what this means is this is all of the locations where I think people tend to go the most, specifically when it comes to dropping out of the battle bus. Now, these most highly populated locations are obviously my own opinions, and they're actually based off of my personal experiences alongside what all of my friends say, but I'm curious to know if by the end of this video there are other locations that I failed to mention, and if there are, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below what other locations you guys have experienced that have a high volume of players that go there. Regardless, I hope you guys going to enjoy today's video, and with that being said, let's get into it. Now, it would only be appropriate if we started this list off with Tilted Towers, but keep in mind, this list is in no particular order, but I've decided to put Tilted Towers as the first one because obviously it is the most highly populated area within the game. Tilted Towers is a location that virtually half of the players in the game drop, and honestly, I kind of like that. I think that sometimes this could be very fun if you guys just want to jump into a game and try to get as many kills as you can. At the same time, this could be a little bit annoying, considering if you try to drop at a different location on the map, you may not find anybody because the majority of them probably dropped at Tilted Towers. Now, it's no surprise that Tilted Towers is a pretty hot topic within the Fortnite community, and what I mean by that is it's a pretty controversial place. There are two sets of people when it comes to Fortnite, specifically Tilted Towers. Some people love it, some people think it's a great addition to the game, while others think it is a horrible addition to the game and it completely ruins it. For me, I do really like it because if I'm trying to get those high kill gameplays, if I want to drop there and have some fun because I know there's going to be a lot of people there, that definitely caters to my playstyle. At the same time, it does get a little bit annoying when there's no one at any other location in the map and half of the people in Fortnite end up dying within the first couple of minutes of the game. On top of that, over these past couple of weeks, there has been some evidence suggesting that the developers really don't like Tilted Towers. They haven't really been giving it much love over these past couple of weeks, and as I said, there's actually some evidence suggesting that the developers are intending to potentially remove it from Fortnite Battle Royale by having a meteor strike it down and completely remove it from the game. And I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on Tilted Towers. Do you guys think that it's ruined Fortnite, or do you guys think that it's a really cool addition to the game? Now, the next location that we're going to be taking a look at, where I've personally experienced a ton of people dropping here, is one that I personally didn't necessarily go to all that much before Season 3 was released, and I honestly think that not a lot of people went here as well, but once Season 3 came out, this location became a highly populated area. It's right in the center of the map. This is Salty Springs. Now, as I said, Salty Springs is virtually in the center of the map, and it's a really good place to go to, and I think that that's why a lot of people end up dropping here, aside from the fact that a few weeks ago, some of the weekly Battle Pass challenges required you to be at Salty Springs. Because of its location, it's super good whenever the circle ends up forming within Fortnite Battle Royale, and honestly, wherever it is, being inside of Salty Springs is super advantageous because you're able to go to wherever that circle requires you to do so. Now, of course, it's not nearly as populated as Tilted Towers, but it's still a really good time to come here, especially when you're playing squads. As you guys can see, I've been playing solo squads a lot, and that's what I decided to do and drop here at Salty Springs, and there was a ton of people here. It's really fun. If you're trying to get a high kill game, or you just really enjoy playing Fortnite at a fast pace, definitely drop at Salty Springs. It's a really contested area, and it's definitely why I've decided to include it on this list. Now, the next highly populated location here in Fortnite Battle Royale is Retail Row. I would say that this is probably my second favorite place to drop, and my first favorite place is going to come as the next highly populated area. But obviously, Retail Row, a lot of people end up going here, and for those of you who don't know, Retail Row used to be the most highly populated area within Fortnite Battle Royale before the map extension update, before Tilted Towers, before Haunted Hills, before Snobby Shores, before that gigantic map update was introduced into Fortnite Battle Royale. Retail Row was the most highly populated area of the map, with I believe 9.7% of the players dropping at Retail Row. It had the highest density of players throughout the entire map. Now, the reason why Retail Row is so highly populated is because it's a pretty big location on the map. You have the retail side with all of the stores, and you also have the residential side with all of the houses, so you honestly never really know when everyone's gone or once everyone's dead from Retail Row, which means you can have a ton of kills because a lot of people are probably here, and they're at various locations, whether it's the stores or the residential side within this place. Now, if you're trying to get a lot of kills, definitely drop at Retail Row. It's a very highly contested area, which is why I've decided to include it in today's video. Now, the final location that I've decided to include in today's video is by far my favorite place to drop within Fortnite Battle Royale. This is Pleasant Park. Now, like Retail Row, Pleasant Park is also a pretty big town. There are a ton of houses that you can go ahead and loot, which means a lot of people are probably going to end up dropping here. Now, another really cool thing about Pleasant Park is where it's located. Because it's such a big town, you can drop here, you can get a lot of loot, but once you guys loot up, you kill all of the people that are here, you can then make your way down to Loot Lake, and if you want to, into Tilted Towers, which should also be a highly contested area. So just given its location, how it's kind of away from a lot of the bigger towns, but in and of itself, Pleasant Park is a big town, you can go ahead and get all of your kills here, you can loot up, and then make your way to some other highly populated areas around the map, where you're definitely going to go ahead and find some other players to get even more amounts of kill within Fortnite. Regardless, guys, I'm super curious to know what your favorite location in Fortnite Battle Royale is, and if I forgot to mention any other highly populated areas in the map that you guys have personally experienced, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Regardless, I really hope you guys went on to enjoy today's video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed.